Thank you, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Good, how's it going?
I'm good. I'm Officer Malone with the Ruidoso Downs Police Department.
Cool. What are you doing up here?
Rifle instructor class.
Oh, okay.
So this gentleman was part of the altercation at the Hooters.
Okay.
He turned in here after I got behind him with my lights on. My fear was that he was intoxicated because both of the parties had been drinking, and
Do me a favor in the meantime, just go ahead and have a seat on the curb and cross your legs for me, okay?
so when
Yeah, I'll just, if you want.
He's going to be a primary on
That's
that.
fine.
So if you just want to talk to her about over there, and
Okay.
I'll keep an eye on him. Come on, what's your name?
Alright,
Cool.
so
I got the beginning, I got that.
yeah, so he's been cooperative with me now. I have his pistol in my front seat. I thought he was inebriated because I could tell both parties were drinking. The other table was toasted, and this guy,
You were inside of the establishment?
yeah, I was. Yeah, I went there to eat. And this guy was with another party, and they'd been drinking. It was somebody else's birthday. He approached the other people to tell them, hey, chill out, because they were wanting to be served more alcohol, but Hooters was closing down. I observed everybody at the table having alcohol. So I told them all to stay there. He stayed there for a second, and then he got in his vehicle and left after I told him to stay and said, hey, there's Albuquerque PD officers coming. This guy's been filming here for a few minutes.
No? They follow us other way to go.
Oh, okay.
So,
Do we have to have masks on here? Oh,
I'm not.
Still.
You're going to be on his YouTube who's driving?
What's that?
Who's driving?
He was.
How was his driving?
When I got behind him, we were probably just a block up. So I didn't get to observe too much, but because I had to back around and maneuver my vehicle quite a bit, so he had quite the head start on me.
Okay, cool.
But
I'm going to talk to my partner real quick. Do you mind just hanging out with him
sure.
for 1 more second, and then I'll let you go get some rest.
I'm Arthur Baca.
Arthur. All right, I'm Officer Freeland. I appreciate your cooperation.
Of course.
She's going to be my partner's going to be the one doing the investigation for
Okay.
CWI, so
That's fine.
we'll just wait for her to finish talking to him. And is then, I'm guessing no one else is in the car? No.
And this guy was.
Are you from here?
Yes.
How old are you?
34.
34. Where'd you go to school?
Seaboy?
Oh, really? So did I.
Really?
Yeah,
What year
but
did you graduate?
I'm 31, so
Okay.
we're a little bit younger than you. You play sport?
Football.
Okay.
I told him all to stay there. Second. He got
What do you do for a living?
I own a big game outfitting company.
Oh, cool. What's it called?
Amber Addiction Outdoors.
That's what your hat is?
Yes.
I was looking, I was like, I've never seen that. Cool.
Yeah.
How long have you had it?
Since 2008.
Dang. You want to try it out of high school?
Actually, I didn't graduate. I started my company as a senior.
Nice.
Well, actually not a senior. I was just out of high school.
Uh-huh. Cool.
But because I had to back around and maneuver my vehicle quite a bit, so he had quite a bit. But sure. Yep.
Yep. That's what I was like, why should go? So he had a reason to pull over.
He saw him, you know, kind of arguing about the 32 or whatever, and I was like, okay, did you ever see him drinking alcohol at the level? I was like, okay, did you ever see him driving for it? He's like, no.
Then why do you pull him over?
Exactly. I don't have anything to go off of.
Because that's the first thing you have to have reason to stop the car.
He said because he was concerned that he was drinking. I was like, did you ever see him driving for it? He's like, no, by the time I caught up with him, I was like,
You can do the check of HM,
but it's like, I'm not.
or I mean, you can see like ask him what you feel, but there's
Yeah, I mean, I'll do the HM.
just make sure he's good to drive,
Because
and
I
then
do
maybe
see his eyes red.
yeah.
But aside from that,
I mean, I've been talking to him. He's not slurring his words or anything.
you know, I mean, I just want to share that with the, I mean, he's not helping me good, but on top of being on the cold, my eyes are
Well, yeah, but there's no reason this would be unlawful. That's why, like, when he started talking, it's like I was like, I know who this guy was at Hooters. It's like, how about you go talk to her and let you pull him over? Oh, Mario. So I will just tell the Ruidoso, okay, cool, we'll take it from here, you're good to go. And then we can,
Oh, and then he has the pistol, so we'll have to take ownership of that.
real quick,
I'll just,
and then just check his ATM, and if there's that, but and then maybe just see if we can cut it out. Because there's no reason we can't, I mean,
that's why I was like,
you can call Kesner if you want, to see if we have a lawful.
yeah, so let's just get the 49 to the 34, we'll take ownership of his firearm and my vehicle in the meantime, and then I'll do an HDM. Alright, I am Officer Nikki. I don't think I introduced myself. It's going to take a couple more minutes. We'll get everything situated as to what's going on. I appreciate you just hanging out in the meantime. I ask that you do stay seated. I'm just going to talk to this officer one more time, get him out of here, and we'll continue our investigation with you, okay? Alrighty. Yeah, I already got it. I appreciate it. So let me just take the... Do you have a card with you?
I do not have a card, but I can.
Well, firearm, let's go ahead and just put it in my charger.
Okay.
And then I don't have a notebook, so I'll grab one when we're there. Where did he
So
have it?
I had this was under the driver's side seat.
Okay.
I asked if he had a weapon. He said he did. His battery's low.
So I've been locking my keys in the car because of it. Yeah. You know why? This is in my car. We do this all the time. It's so embarrassing, but we do it all the time. Cool. But yeah, let me just get your...
923.
What's up?
Going 923.
Yeah. I'm trying to down notebook. Sorry, what's our Friday? We're out of it.
I understand that one.
You said you're here for the rifle instructor
Yeah, I'm
class?
rifle instructor class.
Oh, okay. Where are you guys doing it at?
The NRA range. You guys do that, or you guys shoot up there too, right? For like your academy, your cadets or whatever.
Which range?
The one, it's the
Like
Albuquerque
airport?
shooting range. Yeah, by the airport.
road?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we'll go to just to, for like our quals now too, that's where we'll go. Cool. And then I think we had the 21 for you. That phone number is a good one? Alrighty, I appreciate it. That's it. That way you can go get some rest. We'll take over.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you. I honestly didn't want to do anything, and then they were all growling.
We had a call for that one too. We saw that, so we're kind of cross-referencing them.
Yeah.
But we're so short-handed on speed. I might have to restart.
Yeah.
But no, I appreciate it.
You ever see this guy that's standing across the street?
No.
He's I forget his little YouTube channel that he has. It's like the friendly neighbor.
He said he's here for me. He said.
He said he's here for you.
That's what he said.
Yeah, no.
Before you guys got here, he said, "I'm here for you."
Well, yeah, and he thinks that people think that we don't record.
Police brutality or something.
Yeah, like our cameras run all the time. So
actually, I was hoping for this guy to have my back over there, but he's like, "I'm not an officer. I'm not on patrol. I'm not. This is not my jurisdiction." And those guys are like, "I'm gonna kill you." Like, I'm not sticking around to get shot. This is Albuquerque, like, you know. It was 4-on-2, and the other guy was a big old fat guy who couldn't fight.
yeah.
So, as soon as I saw his lights, I pulled over. I told him, like, I ain't trying to disrespect you guys.
Yeah.
My brother's BCSO, my sister's CCP, like.
Where's your brother?
Josh Baca.
Oh,
He just got, like, officer of the quarter, just,
that's
like,
cool.
not even last week. Yeah, I don't know. My uncle is from APD, but Pepe Hernandez.
Is he still on?
Well,
He
he just
retired?
retired.
Okay.
Yeah.
I worked for APD in high school or college. Right when I graduated high school, I did their police service aid stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I was doing UNM, and then I moved to Florida. So I left the department. So a lot of like people have been on for a long time, so I'm familiar. I know some names and people, but I've only been back as an officer for 2 years. So.
I can't even tell you, APD or?
Yeah, I'm APD.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I know you guys are doing your job, but like, he was right the table between us, and the guys were just acting a fool. Mm-hmm. And so my family owns their GMs of Hooters.
Oh, okay.
So I went and told them, I was like, hey, don't disrespect the place. Like, it's a family establishment. Like, and then they just popped off. It's this guy's birthday or whatever. And they're like, what's up? What's up? Called us out. And like,
Alrighty. I don't know. Yeah, he wants to talk to Mario.
Oh, this guy does?
No, yeah, he is.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm basically going to explain to you as to why we're here, okay? So my understanding is you got pulled over by this officer, this Ruidoso officer.
Yes, ma'am.
He was concerned based off, there was some sort of altercation at Hooters, from my
Yes, ma'am.
understanding. Were you involved in that?
yes.
Okay, so that's neither here or there. I mean, people get in arguments. Hooters probably isn't the best environment. That sounds about right. People get in arguments. But basically, our concern is whether or not you've been drinking and driving, right? So that's initially why we are here. So we're just going to go ahead. I'm going to ask you a few questions. And if you're comfortable with it, I'll conduct one test. And we'll go based off of that. Do you have any questions? Oh, okay. So I'm basically going to explain to you as to why we're here, okay? So my understanding is you got pulled over by this officer, this Ruidoso officer.
Yes, ma'am.
He was concerned based off, there was some sort of altercation at Hooters, from my understanding. Were you involved in that?
Yes.
Okay. So that's neither here or there. I mean, people get in arguments. Hooters probably isn't the best environment. That sounds about right. People get in arguments. But basically, our concern is whether or not you've been drinking and driving, right? So that's initially why we are here. So we're just going to go ahead. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and if you're comfortable with it, I'll conduct one test, and we'll go based off of that. Do you have any questions? Okay, cool. These lights. So what I'll just have you do, go ahead and just stand up here on this curb and face me. I'm going to just ask you kind of just a basic question. Aside from the firearm that was in the vehicle, are there any weapons on you?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Any knives, pocket knives,
No, ma'am.
simple things like that? Okay, go ahead and have a step up here for me. Have you had anything to drink tonight?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. About how much?
2 drinks.
Okay. About how long ago?
Probably an hour and a half ago.
Okay. All right. Like I said, I'm just going to do is refer to as the nystagmus. Okay. I'm just going to check your eyes. I'm going to direct you exactly what I want you to do, and we'll just go based off of that. Do you have any questions for me?
I'm just gonna plead the fifth on that. I don't want to do anything.
Step back from me, please.
I should.
Sorry. we got bubbles, right? And then you're kind of invading
No,
my
I know the whole.
right? I mean, thank you. Do whatever you want. I'm not going to force you to do one thing one way or another.
I just.
Do you have a right?
Yes, I do have a ride coming right now.
Cool, cool.
Yes, I do. And the only reason that I drove was because I felt like my life was in danger. They said
Right.
they were
No,
gonna
I got you. I mean, but
And you
I
can ask him.
understand. You could have walked off though, right?
No, I couldn't.
Oh.
We were in a fight, altercation, and there was 4 of them on 2 of us.
Okay.
And they said that they were gonna kill us.
And I understand that, right? But how far away is Hooters from here? At
It's
some
around the
point, you
block.
could have stopped. No, Hooters is a
As
pretty
soon
good
as
distance.
soon as he turned his lights on, I pulled over.
I got you. But if your main goal was just to get away from the fight, you could have just gone to the most near gas station, things like that. But you continued to go, which is telling me you were planning on going home, right?
No, my home's way far from here.
Okay, but you're way far from the Hooters too. Is what I'm getting at. If your main goal was
If
just to put
somebody's trying to
yourself
kill
into
you,
safety,
and they said they're gonna kill you, you're trying to get away from
You didn't
being
call
killed. He was there. He showed up during the fight.
Okay.
There was
I mean, I wasn't there, right? I don't know what happened.
Actually, there was 5, but only 4 fighting on
Okay.
2 of us.
And another one of my concerns, right, is you're intoxicated. You're in an environment of intoxication with a firearm.
I wasn't trying to drive. I wasn't trying to drive. And you can ask him. When he pulled up, I wasn't driving. They jumped us. They came at us.
No, I'm just telling you, it can be
you got his
a
report,
bad situation, essentially, is just what I'm telling
and
you,
he
right?
was in the table between us, and I went and asked him to respect the place. He saw it, and if he doesn't have that report, then he needs to come back. Because I said, this is a family establishment. Well, I need to see that report, because when we went outside, then they called us out. So when I went to their table, I said, hey, this is a family establishment. You guys need to just kick back and just chill. And then we left, and then they come out and they're like, what's up? And I walked away once. And if he doesn't say that, like he needs to come back, because I did. And then they called us back, and they're like, we're gonna shoot you, we're gonna fuck you up.
But and I understand that.
And then there was 4 on 2, and the other dude that was with me was a big old huge fat guy who couldn't fight. And so basically, I got jumped. And then that's when he showed up.
Okay.
So, I mean, at that point, it's survival of the fittest. Like, I'm trying to not get killed. This is Albuquerque. If you don't know that, like, if somebody says they're going to shoot you, is what?
I don't think you need to tell me about that.
I mean,
I'm more than aware of the situation.
And as soon as I saw lights, I pulled over. I respect the blue. Like, my brother's a blue, my uncle's a blue, my sister's a CCP. Like,
Okay. Have a seat for me. Did you already call the rig?
yeah.
Okay, cool. How far out are they?
Can I call him?
Yeah.
You're right to free speech and to film. And like I said, I actually appreciate you filming, because I didn't have a camera here. So
Okay.
thank you for that.
How's it going? Can you turn off your front lights real
Oh,
quick?
yep. I'm gonna get out of here.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, I just want to tell them thank you for filming.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Mario. We're representing this way again.
Yeah, it looks good. Sometimes.
Right? Thank you. Thanks, you too.
I just...
Do you have it, right?
Yes, I do have a right coming right now. Yes, I do. And the only reason that I drove was because I felt like my life was in danger. They said
Right,
they were
no, I
shot.
got you. I mean, but
And you
I
can ask him.
understand. You could have walked off though, right?
No, I couldn't.
You're way far from the Hooters. Is what I'm getting at. If your main goal was just to
someone's
put
trying to
yourself
kill
into
you?
safety.
And they said they're going to kill you. You're trying to get away from
You
being
didn't call us?
killed. He was there. He showed up during the fight.
Okay.
There
I
was
mean, I
4
wasn't there, right? I don't know what
4.
happened.
Actually, there was 5, but only 4 fighting on
Okay.
2 of us.
And another one of my concerns, right, is you're intoxicated. You're in an environment of intoxication with a firearm.
I wasn't trying to drive. And you can ask him. When he pulled up, I wasn't driving. They jumped us. They came at us.
No, I'm just telling you, it could be a bad situation, essentially, is just what I'm telling
And
you,
he was
right?
in the table between us, and I went and asked him to respect the place. He saw it, and if he doesn't have that report, then he needs to come back. Because I said, this is a family establishment. Well, I need to see that report, because when we went outside, then they called us out.
Report?
So when I went to their table, I said, hey, this is a family establishment. You guys need to just kick back and just chill.
Uh-huh.
And then we left, and then they come out and like, what's up, what's up? And I walked away once, and if he doesn't say that, like, he needs to come back, because I did, and then they called us back, and they're like, we're gonna shoot you, we're gonna fuck you up.
But and I understand that.
And then there was 4 on 2, and the other dude that was with me was a big old huge fat guy who couldn't fight. And so basically I got jumped. And then that's when he showed up. So, I mean, at that point it's survival of the fittest. Like, I'm trying to not get killed. This is Albuquerque. If you don't know that, like, if somebody says they're gonna shoot you, is what?
I don't think you need to tell me about that.
I mean,
I'm more than aware of the situation.
And as soon as I saw lights, I pulled over. I respect the blue. Like, my brother's a blue, my uncle's a blue, my sister's a CCP. Like,
Okay. Have a seat for me. Did you already call the rig?
yeah.
Okay, cool. How far out are they?
Did I call him?
Yeah. He doesn't want to do this to this.
What?
He doesn't want to do this shit.
That's in charge of the sergeant. President.
I can call him. Is your time for to hang out with him?
Yeah.
Where are you guys at? Well, they're asking how far my ride is.
Just what car are they in, so we know what.
Where?
All right, cool. What kind of car are they in? So
What
just so
kind
we
of car are
know.
you guys in? Don't want to know.
We're in Troy's truck.
What is it?
Gray Ram.
Gray Ram.
Cool. Just so we know, like, who's going on. All right, cool.
Alright.
So what's your business? Like, what's you guys'
I take people big game hunting.
Oh, okay. Here in New Mexico or
Well,
all over?
Pretty much. So I consult hunts,
Uh-huh.
and then I do hunts all over. Like, you can look through that. That's my Instagram. Oh, sorry.
Global Hunter. Dang, a bear. Wisconsin, dang. So this is what you started, right? And so that's what your business is?
Yes, ma'am.
I bet that's pretty dang lucrative. My sister and her husband live in Houston.
Yeah, most of my clients are in Texas.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
You go to Africa?
I do.
King Boy called the Sound Corner.
That's cool.
Good.
Are you in 10-4-4-21?
What was I saying? Oh, so my sister lives in Houston with her husband, and they went to Buffalo. Was it Buffalo? But these guys, they're not really hunting. They were just like pick which one, and they're standing there.
Buffalo,
and just
so they're not native. It's basically like cattle,
yeah.
but that's good meat.
But I couldn't believe how much it was.
Yeah.
$5,000. I was all, what?
Yeah.
You have a call coming in.
Hey.
So where exactly are you at? Hooters?
No, I'm off of Montgomery and Washington, right?
Yeah. So if they just go from Hooters.
Yes. You'll see the lights.
Alright, Montgomery, Washington. Alright.
You seem annoyed.
Well, it's just like I always put my neck out for the other people, and
Jams you up.
so it gets me.
Well, you're not in cuffs yet, right? So.
I mean, it is what it is, but like that guy that was there, he was in between us, and if he was a legit like man of the badge, he should have stepped in, and before that ever went to a fight and somebody saying I'm gonna kill you,
Yeah.
that it should have been handled before that. And he said, like, he was sitting right there, and he goes, yeah, I heard you go and say this is a family establishment, you guys need to chill out. But he still let it escalate to where it's 4-on-2, and the guy that was with me, he's a big old huge fat dude. He can't fight. Like, I was basically getting jumped.
So you guys actually were in a physical fight?
Oh, we went at it. And then he showed up, and he's like, I'm a cop. So I thought I was like safe.
Yeah.
Well, then he's like, I'm not a cop here.
It's not your jurisdiction, yeah.
And then the guys, there's still 4 of them. They're like, we're gonna kill you. We're gonna kill you. And I had a gun in the whole time in my truck.
Yeah.
I never went. Like, so I was like, fuck that. I ain't gonna get killed. This is Albuquerque. Like, I know how that happens.
Do you live up here or no?
Yeah, I grew up in the South Valley.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I ain't gonna get.
But do you still live in Albuquerque?
Yeah, I live on the west side now.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I'm not gonna get shot over this. So I take off.
Yeah.
Well, he follows me, and as soon as he puts his lights on, I pull over. You know, like I ain't trying to get killed over some stupid altercation.
Yeah.
And as soon as he shows up, I'm like, well, I didn't know it was the same cop from over there.
Yeah.
And he's like, I saw what happened, blah, blah, blah. I was like, dude, like, I went to my truck once, and they called me back. I mean, very easily I could have just got my gun and took care of it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's
Here's your driver's license. Were you able to get a hold of it?
Yes, ma'am.
they're like
Cool.
right around the corner.
Cool, sounds good. In the meantime, what we'll do, we can have, is it just one driver? Or is there anyone
no,
else in
there's
the
2
vehicle?
of them.
Okay, as long as both of them are good to go. Are any of them intoxicated that you're aware of? Any of the passengers? If you feel comfortable, one of them can take your vehicle and one can drive you home. And then we'll make sure you get your firearm back before you leave.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, definitely. And then if you want, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll also, because I'm going to do a report on this one on the left, so if you want to copy that case number, I'll get it for you, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Do you want me to pick apart when we get back or something?
Yeah, it's a... What kind of gun is it? I just saw it in the holster.
It's
in the holster.
1911
It's in my passenger
Rock
seat.
Island 10 millimeter.
I don't think that other officer unloaded it, right?
I'm not sure, man.
It's loaded though, right?
I'm assuming so.
It should be.
You'd be surprised.
No,
Some
yeah,
knuckleheads
No,
run
it
around
should
this
be,
town
but
with
it
them.
was in a case.
Where did you say it was?
it's in my passenger seat. It's in a holster.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's in a
So-
leather case.
When we get people their guns back, obviously for safety reasons, I'm just gonna take it apart.
Of course, no, of course.
So just
Thank you.
and then I'll put it like in a evidence bag or something, and they'll get it back. We'll probably just
Copies on transmission from 179 pounds, 9,000 travel copies. transmission. 4139 Ruidoso.
Thanks for coming to get him.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
I gotta go pick up my brother. Once you guys release him to me, I gotta go pick up my brother. I'm gonna park his truck right here, go get my brother, and so he can drive his truck.
That's fine.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
As long as you guys can park it.
You want me to park it right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, sis. I tried to be.
No, you're really like you did the right thing. And honestly, just trust me, this is working out in your favor.
Yeah, I know. I really do. I didn't try to start anything. And the officer that was here, he would vouch. I know he vouched for. He had to, or else I'd be in cuffs.
He told us what happened.
Yeah.
So even though I know you said like you feel like you stick your neck out for people and this, but I mean, you're not going to jail tonight. So
Yeah, I appreciate
look at
that.
it as a positive.
I appreciate that.
So.
I really do.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Appreciate that. It was a bad circumstance, but
I don't know what happened, but
Yeah, I mean,
oh my God.
nothing.
I just come get him. Like I don't know what the fuck happened, but whatever.
Nothing good usually happens with that couple. So.
usually it's a lot worse. But I just held my own and. Sorry. This guy, he's been my. This guy, I don't even know who this guy is, but he's like, I got you. He's like,
You don't know that guy. It's
dude, he's
whatever.
like a little angel.
No, his business is recording officers. He hangs around.
How does he
here.
get here so fast?
He has a scanner,
Oh,
and he
shit.
literally just hangs out. So when he sees live, he focus on Rob Montgomery all the time.
Well, he asked the guy, he's like, are you cool if I record? I'm like, no, I'm not cool with it. He's like, no, he's here for you. I'm like, well, I'm not cool. Thank you, man.
Who's he? What
character.
are you talking about?
Thank you. This guy.
Oh,
He doesn't see him.
I didn't see him.
We're not talking about you. We're talking about the recorder.
No, he's here for
And
us.
then go get your interview. Oh yeah.
Cool. So we'll just
Thank
have
you,
to.
guys.
They're gonna leave the truck here, and they're gonna go pick up his brother or something, and then come back.
Yeah.
For my
So he can drive it.
Where's your guys? You're in this car.
Yeah.
So you guys can go get your car. I'll bring your firearm to you. I'll put it like in the back or something, and then you guys can be on your
Thank
way.
you
Okay?
guys so much.
You got it.
I'm sorry.
No, I really you should take it with you. What's up? You're not taking the gun, right? You gonna take the gun?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, I heard someone say about putting it in his truck. No, the other truck was like, no, they're leaving it.
Alright, throw it in there if you don't mind.
Cool.
Thank you, dear.
You guys have a good one.